I don't have IFB though. You talk to me. Meteorologist Blake Mathews here. We've got some strong thunderstorms. In fact, severe thunderstorms pushing into Harris County as we speak. They've just issued a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Fort Bend and Harris counties until 3:15. The primary threat with these storms are going to be hail and gusty winds and an isolated chance of a brief spin up of a tornado. So these storms are moving to the northeast at about 35 miles per hour. So I'm going to step off camera just 1 second here and give you a closer look at where this severe weather is located. And there you can see it stretching just to the north and west of Sugar Land. This includes the Richmond area where you could be picking up some small hail at this time. Getting ready to cross over 99, the Grand Parkway, out on the west and southwest sides of town. This is headed in the general direction of Mission Bend, Addicks, Hedwig Village, Jersey Village, and by the way, unconfirmed reports now getting hail falling about 5 miles to the west of Jersey Village. So this is headed to the northeast towards Tomball, getting ready to cross over the Grand Parkway there on the northwest side of Harris County, and this will be crossing over into Montgomery County eventually over the next 15 to 20 minutes. So those of you watching out towards let's see, Jersey Village. Here's the Beltway right here. I know it's hard to see. I'll see if I can outline it. But there's the Beltway right there. You've got the loop here, Meyerland, Bel Air, Mission Bend, Sugar Land. The warning is going to be for this location right here, and that does include Jersey Village, Addicks, Hedwig Village, Mission Bend, Bel Air. You're right on the edge of this. So we're going to continue to watch as it moves to the northeast at about 35 miles an hour. And this is going to affect most areas in west and northwest Harris County. So obviously a very populated area. I'm thinking like 19 or anything locally, but something that I'm going to pay very close attention to, because look at that hail core right there. This is just moving into the Mission Bend area. So those of you in extreme northern Fort Bend County, you're going to want to seek shelter with this particular system, because that is a big hail core that is just now getting ready to push right through Mission Bend and cross over into Harris County. So those of you out, say, towards Sharpstown, you're going to want to watch this one carefully as it moves in your direction. This is I-10 here. There's Addicks, so we're talking about the Barker and Addicks reservoirs. That's going to be in the path of this. Hedwig Village, Bel Air, we're going to want to watch closely, Jersey Village, and all those areas out there in northwest Harris County. Again, this severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 3:15, and likely going to be a big hail producer. So let me step off camera just a second. I want to show you some of the velocities here to see if there's any rotation inside the storm. And the good news here, at least from what I'm seeing, I see a lot of green. I don't see a lot of green and red. What we're looking for is what we call gate-to-gate shear. And this is when you have wind moving towards and away from the radar in a very small area. If we were to see red begin to pop up within this green circle, that would be an indication to me that we were seeing rotation. But the good news is we're not. We're not seeing any red, which would be wind moving away from the radar. We're not seeing any of that within this particular cell. So this is strictly just a severe thunderstorm, and it is not tornadic at this time. So that is certainly good news. But we don't want to downplay it too much, and the reason why is because it is a very, very intense thunderstorm with a very nasty hail core on it as it continues to work its way up just to the north there of 59. So let me show you what this looks like over the last 45 minutes. This cell literally just blew up rapidly within the last half hour. As you see, 45 minutes ago, this was nothing, and then just instantly blossomed into a very strong thunderstorm. And now we're picking up lightning strikes out towards the Tomball area. Let's see, getting out towards Jersey Village. This is moving into your area right now. And we've also got another strong thunderstorm now looking out to the northeast part of Harris County. This is going to be, actually this is Montgomery County here, north of Atascocita. So out towards the Porter area, seeing a very strong thunderstorm right now as well. So we've got one with a severe thunderstorm warning and another one that we're going to continue to monitor there in southeast Montgomery County. So once again, if you're just joining us, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for western portions of Harris County and northern Fort Bend County, with a very nasty hail core located just to the north of Sugar Land. This is going to be pushing into Mission Bend right now, Town West, Meadows Place, Alief, Woodlake, and Briar Meadows. Hedwig Village, you're going to want to watch this very carefully. And I will zoom into this particular hail core. And this is right along 99 right now, just to the east and northeast of Pecan Grove, headed in the general direction. Actually, it's about to move right over Four Corners, which is going to be south of I-10 and north of 69, and just to the west of Town West and northwest of Sugar Land. That makes any sense. So zooming on out, you can see it's a big severe thunderstorm warning. It does include Jersey Village. It does include areas near Acres Homes and Hedwig Village. Now we've also got another very nasty thunderstorm out here towards northern Liberty County and eastern Montgomery County. This is going to be the town of Splendora. Let me clear this off. This is, let's see, this is Splendora right here. So this is the East Tex Freeway right here. There's New Caney for reference point. So this is going to be north of New Caney and looks like just west of the town of Cleveland. So right along the East Tex Freeway into the west of there is where the primary threat with this particular cell is going to be. Not sure if this one is tornadic yet either. There's no warning on this particular cell, but let me go ahead and take a look at some of the velocities and see what we're dealing with on the inside, because again, the further north and east you are away from Houston, the more likely it is that these are going to rotate and become tornadic. And what I'm looking at here, I am seeing a little bit of green and a little bit of red starting to come together. So we're going to have to watch these areas pretty closely near Splendora over the next 20 minutes or so, just in case this becomes a little bit more organized. Now, one thing that's really interesting, of course, I've been doing this for 12, 13 years, and it's rare that you have so many tornado warnings that verify. And we've already had several towns hit, and some of which, many buildings destroyed up there in the Franklin area of Leon County. We've had the town of Austonia hit with a tornado this morning, as well as areas near Crockett. So all these tornado warnings that are popping seem to be verifying, and there's no tornado warning with this one at all, and I want to make that very clear, but these storms are becoming tornadic very quickly, and that's why we're going to keep a very close eye on these storms as they continue to develop very, very rapidly. And this one is going to be out there towards Cleveland and northern Liberty County, and the other one is going to be down here in western Harris County, towards just west of the Beltway, right along Highway 6. So as I put this into motion over the last hour, once again you can see that these storms are moving generally to the east-northeast at about 35 to 40 miles per hour. And the primary threat with this, again, is going to be hail as it pushes right along and crossing over Highway 6 towards Alief and Hedwig Village. So there you go. Looks like we have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning. This one has just been issued until 3:30. And let me zoom out just a little bit on this. So this is going to include Sugarland. So those of you down in the Sugarland area, heads up. You've just been included in this severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be just to the west of Brazos Bend State Park, getting out towards Long Point. And it's likely going to be because this storm here beginning to power up now as it pushes off just to the east and southeast of Pleak, moving out towards Thompsons and Long Point. So again, those of you in the Sugarland area, heads up. The first severe thunderstorm is going to bypass you to the north, just barely, but it will miss you. It's this one that we're going to have to keep a very close eye on. Again, racing very quickly to the northeast at 35 to 40 miles per hour. So those of you watching from southwest Harris County, think Mission Bend, getting out towards Missouri City, Stafford, areas out towards Sharpstown and out along the Southwest Freeway, maybe even making it up to where we are here in the Galleria area. We're going to have to watch very closely. The sky's getting very black out to the west side of Houston. So just a heads up on that. The hail and the wind threat are going to be the primaries threats with these storms as they push into the Houston area. Again, we've talked a lot about tornadoes today, lots of touchdowns across central Texas, but this so far proving to be just severe and not tornadic. And of course, if that changes, we'll be the first to let you know. So give me just 1 second here. I want to just double check with the National Weather Service. We've been keeping a very close eye on a chat room. It's kind of like, think of AOL chat or something along those lines. That's what we have with the National Weather Service. They give us a heads up on anything that's going on. And so far I'm seeing penny-sized hail being reported on Independence Avenue in Pecan Grove. And let's see. That's the only thing I'm seeing right now. It looks like we've got some hail reports out near Mission Bend as well, the size of quarters. That was coming in through a storm spotter. And maybe $half size hail, 1.25 inch in diameter, out near Mission Bend in Fort Bend County. So looks like we've got lots of hail reports starting to come in via the National Weather Service. Mission Bend Elementary, Beechnut and Soledad, quarter-sized hail being reported. And report of $quarter to $half size hail at FM 359 and Harlem Pecan Grove division of Richmond. So there you go. So I'll repeat that. Report of a quarter to half-dollar size hail on FM 359 and Harlem-Pecan Grove division of Richmond. So, and it looks like now we've got pea-sized hail being reported in Mission Bend, Beech Nut, and Highway 6. So that's pretty much falling in line with exactly what I was thinking. Obviously a very intense thunderstorm showing up there with that purple hail core right there just to the north of Sugar Land. But this is a brand new severe thunderstorm warning, including most of Fort Bend County and the extreme southwestern portions of Harris County as this storm continues to push to the race to the northeast at 35 to 40 miles an hour. Now, the good news is that once these line of storms push through, that's it. The storms will be done and the severe threat will be over. So we'll see all these severe thunderstorm and tornado watches canceled once this line of storms pushes through. But until then, the weather about to get really gnarly here in the city of Houston. So it's not going to last long because these storms are pushing through very, very quickly. So now we're getting lots and lots of hail reports starting to come in. And you could see these storms really beginning to light up here, getting out towards Spring, the Woodlands. Let's see, stretching all the way back down along 99. This is going to take us just to the southeast of Tomball. You'll have to pardon my back being to you. Just to the southeast of Tomball, including Jersey Village. And check this out. We've got a new hail core beginning to pop up here out near the Addicks area. And that's going to be headed towards Jersey Village as well. And again, that's right in line with that severe thunderstorm warning that we have currently in effect. That's going to be for northwest Harris County. So those of you out towards Willowbrook Mall, you're included in this severe thunderstorm warning out there along FM 1960, which is going to run something generally along like that. So if you're in Old Oaks, anywhere along, say, Champions Forest, you're going to want to watch this. Getting out towards Jersey Village, and I'm trying to think of what else is out along Highway 6 in 1960 there. The bottom line is very heavy weather in northwest Harris County as it continues to push to the east-northeast. Now, I was just checking the velocities again, velocity being the wind inside the storm, not seeing anything that really concerns me as far as tornadoes go, and that's the good news. But we'll continue to watch it because the atmosphere right now is very conducive for tornadoes. But so far we haven't seen any of those here locally. They've been mainly to the north of Houston so far today. So let me go ahead and zoom out and show you kind of the bigger picture with what we're dealing with. And like I said, the good news here is that once this line of storms pushes through, that's it. The severe weather threat is over at that point. We just have to get there first. And you can see that certainly just in the last 45 minutes, this line has just blossomed right here, right just to the west of Houston, and now two severe thunderstorm warnings, one of which includes central Harris County, the other includes most of Fort Bend County and Sugar Land and Stafford. You guys are both included within this severe thunderstorm. We've also got some nasty thunderstorms out there across northern Liberty County, getting into southeast San Jacinto County, moving up into Polk County. Would not surprise me to see some severe thunderstorm warnings issued with these as well as they continue to race off with the other ones at about 35 to 40 miles an hour. In fact, let me go ahead and zoom on in to areas up near Cleveland and Shepherd and northern Liberty County. Let me put this in the still mode now. In fact, I'm looking outside our window here in the Galleria area, and I can see that the skies are definitely beginning to lower, and those skies beginning to get real dark out there as these storms begin to move in. All right, now I'm not seeing any rotation with storms up there in Cleveland, northern Liberty County, eastern Montgomery County, or southern San Jacinto County. That's good. So these storms, at least in that perspective, are behaving. And we certainly like to see that, but still these storms are loaded with hail as they continue to push to the northeast. Getting out into Montgomery County, obviously a much more populated area. This is going to be Chateau Woods, Oak Ridge North, the Imperial Oaks subdivision. You're going to want to watch this. If you're in any of the villages of the Woodlands, we're talking Sterling Ridge, Indian Springs, Cochran's Crossing, Panther Creek. All of these areas are going to be affected by some heavy rain and maybe some lightning and thunder as well. There's the Klein area. You guys are just outside this severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect until 3:15. But you can see that nasty storm there just to the east and south of Copperfield and moving to the east-northeast towards Jersey Village, Fairbanks, and just getting ready to cross over 290 in the next couple of minutes. That new severe thunderstorm warning is going to include Missouri City, Sugar Land, First Colony, DeWalt, Thompsons, Greatwood, and getting into the Long Point area. Once again, I'm not seeing any rotation within this storm. If we were looking for rotation, we would see red and green coming together, and so far we're not seeing any of that, and that's really, really good news. So I'm not really too concerned about tornadoes out of that one. Let me check this one. And again, good news here, I'm not seeing any rotation in that particular storm either. So while these storms are severe and they are producing hail and they are producing lots of lightning and some heavy downpours, I'm not seeing anything that would lead me to believe, at least right now, that we're seeing anything tornadic on the way. So good news there. So once again, as the windows are literally just off to my right over here, and the wind is certainly beginning to pick up a little bit, and the sky's beginning to lower, but we'll continue to keep you up to date on the severe weather that is moving into the Houston area right now. Please, if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter at KHOUBlake11. We post all the latest updates right there, and of course we'll be back here pretty momentarily with any new updates say in about the next 15 to 20 minutes.
I do. 1 second. Oh, I can switch.